Hey, what's going on? Have you ever heard of the NFC tags? The NFC tags are little tags like this that you can have anywhere in your house. You can run some automations the moment your phone taps, just like Apple Pay. Well, if you're interested, I'm going to show you how to set them up and make some cool automation. Let's check it out. So before we start this video, you're probably wondering, what exactly is NFC? Well, NFC stands for Near Field Communication. Whenever you run a shortcut and you tap your phone to one of these devices, it doesn't necessarily mean anybody that taps it is going to be able to control the automation you just created. What he does is there's some memory in here that is going to trigger my phone based on the automation that I create every time I tap this NFC. So what that means is if I place this little NFC here and I put it right here on this desk and I want that light right behind me to turn on, doesn't necessarily mean anybody with an iPhone can just tap it and it's going to produce the same thing. They would have to have that set up in order for it to run the automation. So I'm going to show you how to set that up, but I just wanted to clear that confusion just in case if you were wondering that if anybody can just, let's say, steal this little sticker. And just FYI, it's extremely thin. It could be placed anywhere, like I mentioned earlier. So it's very powerful if you do it right. Okay. So to get started, we're going to open the shortcut application. You're going to get greeted with the automation tab. There's a shortcut, automation, and the gallery. So we have the shortcut application and we have the NFC tag. So there's two ways to do this. There's actually one way that I would recommend, and then there's the other. When you go into automation and you hit the plus, it greets you with two different things. One is called the create personal automation, while the other is create home automation. The difference between the two of them is that the personal one, when it runs the shortcut, runs in your device, the device that you create the automation. So that would be this phone. And the home automation actually runs in your hub. So there's a limitation when it comes to those two because one runs at home while this one can run anywhere you are. So just have that in mind. So to be able to run a NFC tag automation, we have to create the personal automation and scroll down to the part that says, when I tap an NFC tag. When you click there, it's going to ask you to scan. So that's the way that I probably wouldn't recommend, just because if you're trying to share this automation with anyone, you couldn't do it. You wouldn't be able to do it. You would have to create a shortcut by itself in order for this to work. I'm going to explain what that means. So if I were to create this, if I hit scan, it's going to ask me to scan the NFC. If I just get it close enough, it's going to ask me to have a name. So this is a name for the NFC. I'm just going to call it lights on or off. Just for the demo, I'm going to call it like that. And I'm going to press OK. And then here's the part where I can run the automation. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the if statement so that if the light is off, then turn it on. Otherwise, turn it off. So we go here into the input, we find the home, and we find the lamp that we're trying to turn on, or the light, I should say. So when we press that and we press OK, it's going to say if the hue color lamp is on, I want it to turn off. So we're going to go back again. We're going to type home. We're going to control it, and we're going to move this so that it says if the lamp is on, turn it off. So we're going to go back to the light. We hit next, turn it off, click done. If the light is on, turn off. Otherwise, turn on. So let's find the light again. We're going to move it here, and we are going to set it to turn on. it's on. So if the hue color lamp it's on, set the lamp off. Otherwise, turn on. That's pretty much it. So anytime I scan this little tag, it's gonna find out the status of the light. If it's on, turn off. If it's on, turn on. Simple as that. So we're gonna click next. And you always wanna turn this off, because if not, it's going to ask you for a command. So you have to reach out your phone, open it, and accept it. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna turn it off, don't ask, and we're gonna press done. That's it. Now, every time I scan this little tag right here, it's gonna be running the automation. Now, the right way to do this would be creating an actual shortcut and then running this automation. So let me explain what that means. So we're gonna go out of this, we're gonna delete this, and we're going to the shortcut tab, and we're going to create one shortcut. Same thing. If, I'm gonna speed this up just so that you don't have to watch the whole thing. So here we just created the shortcut. We're just gonna call it lamp. Just leave it like that. So now we just created a shortcut. Now this shortcut, all we gotta do now is make an automation that when I scan this shortcut runs. So the best part of this is if you're sending this shortcut to someone, or if you want to share it, I should say, you could just tap it here and you could share it. And you can share it on your messages, AirDrop, wherever you want. But the point is, it's easy to just share between your family members. So we're gonna go and do automation. Same thing. We're gonna go personal. We're gonna run the NFC. We're going to scan it. I'm going to give it a name, living room lamp. Just going to make it a little bit prettier. Press OK. Now I do the shortcut command and I hit run. Now it's going to ask me, what shortcut do I want to run? I'm going to call it, remember it was called lamp. So now every time I scan this, it's gonna run that shortcut. And something else you can add, just to kind of have a feedback, every time you scan this, you wanna vibrate your device. So when I scan this device or this NFC, my phone is gonna vibrate. That way I know that I successfully scanned it. So that is something you could do. You just add it at the end, press next, again, turn that off, don't ask, and done. And you just created a NFC automation. All right, let's do a test now. All right, so we created a shortcut, created automation, and now it's time to test this. As you can see behind me, my lamp is currently off. So all you need is your phone again, the NFC, and the moment you get close to it, just enough for it to vibrate, the automation is going to run and the light will turn on. How cool is that? I'm going to run it one more time. Get close to the NFC. You can feel the vibration the moment you get close enough, and the light, it's going to turn off. It's amazing, right? So the cool things about NFC is the fact that, again, they're extremely inexpensive. You can have them anywhere, even in your car, even in your office at work. If you want to run a command at home for whatever reason, you can run it. That's the beauty of having a personal shortcut from your phone. It's going to send a command, and as long as it's in Homekit, you can control whatever device you have. So again, I love this kind of stuff. I hope you like this type of videos. I wasn't sure if I wanted to create something with NFC, but I just think that they're so cool. And if there's any ideas that you would like for me to cover, Or if you like this video, please consider subscribing, like, and share your comments, how you feel about this video. I would gladly appreciate it, any sort of feedback, since I'm starting this channel. And thank you for watching. Peace.